programs, being cheap and uncontroversial helps.
Ooh, I'll put that on my headstone.
But he said the public's enthusiasm for astronomy may wane after 6 episodes.
I thought the public didn't matter.
Whoever told you that?
Oh, very good. But if the audiences went up, we could continue?
We just need a tiny miracle.
1 a month.
Paul and I gave it our best shot. All singing and dancing, especially Linda Hodgkin's silhouettes.
And 1 and 2 and... Keep up, Pluto!
I called on dear friends Percy Wilkins and Arthur C. Clarke to talk about their work. I even featured the new London Planetarium and its experts. All except the new director, Henry King. The snub was felt throughout the world of astronomy. Oh, for small pleasures. Alas, as anticipated, the audience fell away. Not dramatically, but the adventures of Robin Hood on the enemy's side obviously had more allure. Perhaps I should have considered those tights.
Anything exciting?
Something earlier, like a falling star, but unusually constant.
Last programme tomorrow.
Eileen was right. Fickle business.
How is she?
Engaged to that foreign diplomat chap. I think my career is a little too insecure. I should have been an accountant like father.
I'm afraid it's that theatrical blood running through your veins. Sorry about that.
Don't be silly, Mother. Television has been the best fun.
Are you sure they won't continue?
The gods at the BBC decree that space isn't sufficiently part of people's daily lives. Perhaps when we're flying to the moon. I just need to hang around for the next 100 years for that to happen.
I'm sure something will turn up in the meantime.
The Union today admitted the successful launch of the first artificial satellite into space.
Wait a minute.
Called Sputnik 1.
Turn it up, please.
After being tracked using the new Jodrell Bank radio telescope...
Mother, a miracle!
Oh, good. Is it?
Paul?
Yes.
Guessed it might be.
You've heard?
Yes. And you've had the same thought.
If the Russians can launch a rocket into space...
They can also put a nuclear warhead on it.
The world is now a much scarier place.
What a stroke of luck.
Mile wants you to come in.
When?
Immediately. The news is going crazy, but nobody here understands space, except Patrick Moore.
I grabbed a tie, jumped on Vesuvius, and sped to London. Along the way, I felt so sure of success, I posted a copy of Flying Saucers from Mars, The Facts, to Dr. King at the London Planetarium, signed Patrick Moore. I arrived at Lime Grove, distinctly sweaty, with my hair sticking vertically and tie knot over my shoulder.
You look fine.
Which camera?
This is Kenneth Kendall.
I'm a fan of your programme.
Oh, thank you.
Would you like a water?
No time. 5,
Oh.
4, 3, 2, and...
I have with me astronomer Mr. Patrick Moore.
Good evening.
Mr. Moore, please explain to our viewers what this Sputnik satellite is.
Essentially, it's a flying radio transmitter.
Coming to 2 shot on camera 3.
So, space travel is making the headlines.
The public can turn to the BBC's own expert. If only he had his own programme to hold their hand through this strange new world.
I think the sky at night is guaranteed a longer lease of life.
The Soviet communists saved the day.
It appears to be travelling at about 18,000 miles per hour.
What about his amateur credentials?
Oh, I think it makes him approachable.
And his eccentricity?
He's P.G. Wodehouse in space. The public will love him.
Heralds the arrival of the space age. I'm being rather lazy. I'm lying in bed with my cat trolling me. The year is 2012. Our neighbours in at least 200 Galaxy are just receiving the first ever Scout Night, broadcast in the year 1957. Where am I?
A planet in Gliese 200, I think.
Do they like me here?
Of course.
This isn't real, is it?
Don't be silly, darling.
Where are we going?
Back to Earth.
Like Arthur's 2001. At the speed of light.
Grab a pair of binos, go outside and learn your way around the sky.
More broadcasts?
I suppose so.
I'm only a four-dimensional creature. Haven't got a clue how to visualize infinity. Even Einstein hadn't. I know because I asked him. So, the Sky at Night carried on a little longer.
Oh, yes. It's still going strong. You hosted it for 55 years.
Heck, that's astonishing.
The longest-running science program ever.
Run by an amateur. If a flying saucer landed in my garden and a green man came out, I'd offer him a tea or a coffee and try to get him straight into the television studio. Terra firma.
9th of December, 2012.
My last day.
Don't worry.
Are they my family?
3 children who lost their own fathers. You became their surrogate father. Ian, Christopher, and Adam. They're middle-aged now, but you brought some normality to their lives. In turn, they gave you a family. Our family.
Sirius, Vega, and Capella. At my age, I do what Mark Twain did. I get my daily paper, I look at the obituaries page, and if I'm not there, I carry on as usual. Was a television program the sum total of my achievements? I suppose that's the best an amateur can expect.
My love, there are incredible leaps made every day in astronomy because you inspired so many children to look at the sky. A generation of scientists are standing on your shoulders.
That's good. It's an old suit, anyway. I may be accused of being a dinosaur, but I would remind you that dinosaurs ruled the Earth for a very long time.